What is up, guys? It is Coasters and Things here today, and in this video I'm going to be counting down my top 10 favorite roller coaster manufacturers. Now before I start, I want to say that all 10 of these are great manufacturers. They have produced quality coasters that are for the most part good rides. Not everyone is going to agree with this list. This is just how I rank them. Coming in at the number 10 spot is Gerstlauer. Gerstlauer is known for their Eurofighters and Infinity coasters. Currently, my favorite Gerstlauer I've ridden is Daredevil Dive at Six Flags Over Georgia. Now, the reason this manufacturer is so low is because I haven't ridden a truly good Gerstlauer yet. I've ridden Daredevil Dive, Mystery Mine, Fire Chaser Express, and a couple of the Pandemoniums. When I get around to some more of the Eurofighters and even the Infinity coasters, like Monster or Hang Time, this company could go up on this list. This is where it is just based off of the rides I've ridden by them. Number 9 is Schwarzkopf. This company is no longer around, so their coasters are slowly disappearing. However, the coasters by them that are still around are great. This company is famous for their very forceful vertical loops. They take the shape of almost a complete circle as opposed to a teardrop shape. I always enjoy a good Schwarzkopf looper. My secondary home park, Six Flags Over Georgia, has quite possibly the best Schwarzkopf in the United States, Mindbender. They've also produced the Shuttle Loop Coaster, the Wildcat, the Jumbo Jet, and several other models. Any Schwarzkopf is a rare credit these days, but that makes you like them all the more for their classic feel that you just don't get with today's roller coasters. Number 8 is Aerodynamics. I'm a sucker for Aero loopers. They're always so much fun to me. Now, have I enjoyed every Aero coaster I've ridden? No. I did not like Corkscrew or Magnum XL200 at Cedar Point. However, majority of them I have really enjoyed. Tennessee Tornado, Gemini, Carolina Cyclone, Vortex, the Bat, all of those I really enjoyed. Also, they have made a ton of Mine Train coasters, some of which are really good family rides. This company's most famous coaster is X2, which is said to be one of the greatest roller coasters out there, and I believe it. Also, a side note, I love the sound that they make when they climb up to the top of the lift hills. It's music to my ears. Number 7 is the first wooden coaster manufacturer on this list. It is Gravity Group. Now, when people think of Gravity Group, a lot of them think of one coaster, the Voyage. I was able to ride the Voyage 2 years ago, and it is undeniably one of the greatest wooden coasters in the world. It's currently my number 3 roller coaster I have ever ridden. It's a lot of people's number 1. There's also Boardwalk Bullet and Hades 360, which I have ridden too, and both were very intense. And Hades was super rough. But anyways, Gravity Group has also done a lot of great woodies outside of America. The Jungle Trailblazers, Cuchulainn, Fjord Flying Dragon, Darling Dragons, and several others. But Gravity Group doesn't always go big. They have also done very good family coasters. Kentucky Flyer I rode last year and was awesome. Also Wooden Warrior, Oscar's Wacky Taxi, Twister at Gronalund, and a few others. Gravity Group really knows how to make intense, airtime-packed rides, big and small. And this company has my favorite wooden coaster trains. I love the Timberliner trains. They are so comfortable and make the coaster more re-rideable. Number 6 is Mack Rides. This company is most famous for their multi-launch coasters. The largest coaster I have done by them is Copperhead Strike, which is absolutely phenomenal and is in my top 25. Now, Mack launches aren't as forceful as, say, like Intamin or S&S launches, but they are still a ton of fun. I have also done Slinky Dog Dash and Cobra's Curse, which are great family coasters, as well as 2 of the Journey to Atlantis water coasters. Perhaps the most common model of coaster they've mass-produced, though, is their Wild Mouse. I have ridden several of them at this point, and while their Wild Mouses are nothing notable, their larger-scale coasters make up for their smaller-scale ones. Their best coaster is widely considered to be DC Rivals. They've also done other amazing creations such as Helix and Flash. Mach Rides is in the prime of their career, I feel. Making the top 5 is Custom Coasters International. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Wait a minute, Gravity Group's way better. Here's why I have CCI ahead of Gravity Group. Because I've been able to get on more CCIs than Gravity Groups, and I feel CCI overall has slightly better coasters, at least out of the ones that I've ridden. Their wooden coasters are known for the laterals they provide. Every CCI I've ridden has had great laterals. Boulder Dash, Rampage, Legend, Raven, Cyclops, Zeus. These are the examples that I have been able to get on. All 6 of them are in my top 50. Boulder Dash is by far my favorite. These were the predecessing coasters to the Gravity Groups, and I still think they're just as good, and some even better. Number 4, just ahead of CCI, is GCI, Great Coasters International. This is my favorite wooden coaster manufacturer. GCIs are characterized by having mostly twister layouts with curved drops. Currently, my favorite GCI is Mystic Timbers. I also really like Texas Stingray, Thunderhead, and Kentucky Rumbler, which are the other ones I've ridden. And most GCIs are definitely above average for smoothness on a wooden coaster. They have produced some of the smoothest woodies I have ridden. GCI is not about breaking records or going all out. They just produce good, quality wooden coasters that are almost always towards the top at the parks. These woodies are very enjoyable, and their Millennium Flyer trains are very comfortable too. I can't wait to see what GCI does in the future. Now we're at the top 3. Everyone knows what they are. They're widely considered to be the big 3 roller coaster manufacturers, the 3 that everyone knows and loves. Coming in third is B&M, Bolliger and Mabillard. This company's coasters are famous for having a box-shaped spine. Out of all the companies on this list, this one has produced the greatest variety of roller coasters. Their most popular model is the inverted coaster, and also the hyper coaster and wing coaster are very popular. It's not just those though. They also have the flying coaster, the floorless coaster, the stand-up coaster, the dive coaster, the sit-down coaster, and the family inverted coaster. B&M is known for their reliability. Their coasters are super reliable. It's very rare that a B&M is down for a long period of time. My favorite B&M is of course Fury 325, great giga coaster. Now their coasters aren't super intense. They're more about being graceful. B&M is not focused on being intense like the number 1 and 2 manufacturers are. Taking second place is Intamin. Originally I had B&M ahead of Intamin. However, after I visited Cedar Point last year and rode Maverick, Top Thrill Dragster, Millennium Force, and Wicked Twister, Intamin went up to the number 2 spot on this list. Intamin coasters are all about the intensity, the forces they can pull. One thing Intamin coasters are known for, though, is breaking down. They don't have the reliability that B&Ms have, but when they are open, they are so much fun to ride. I fully discovered last year how great of a manufacturer Intamin is, and it seems like Intamin is past their dark phase and is on the upslope again. Now we're at my number 1 manufacturer of all time. I think everyone knows what it is. It is Rocky Mountain Construction, RMC. I've ridden 8 RMCs now, and I've ridden at least one of every type. The iBox Hybrid, the Wooden Topper Track, and the Raptor. I can't wait for the T-Rex to debut as well. Every single RMC I've ridden is in my top 25, and they definitely deserve it. RMCs have everything I look for in a coaster. Ejector airtime, intensity, butter smoothness. Steel Vengeance and Lightning Rod are my number 1 and 2 roller coasters I've ever ridden, and Steel Vengeance is also one of the smoothest roller coasters I've ever ridden. If I go to a park and they have an RMC, it almost always ends up being my favorite ride in the park, for good reasons. There is no doubt in my mind that RMC is my favorite manufacturer and probably the greatest manufacturer of all time. What's your favorite roller coaster manufacturer? Do you agree with this list, or do you disagree? Let me know all that down below. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Coasters and Things signing out.